Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lightbreaker Zeta of Hyper Razor Studios, and welcome to another Random Game Wednesday featuring Kirby Star Allies. One of my personal favorite of the recent Kirby Saga games, alongside with Kirby Planet Robobot. So, as you can see here, I did play this before, and I'm close to getting 100% on this, but let us start from a fresh point of view, shall we? Now, of course, sometime after the release of Kirby Star Allies, there have been some free updates that came along. First, we have Rick, Kine, and Koo. The first excuse me. The first set from the first free update. Then we have Marks. Next up, Gooey, Adeline and Ribbon, hopefully I pronounced her name right. Dark Meta Knight. Daroch. Magalore. Taranza. Susie. And there you have it. All the extra characters that came with those updates. More Dream Friends. There are now 12 Dream Friends. Wow, you can use them all as allies. Find them at the Dream Palace. You can call on Dream Friends at the Dream Palace in story mode. Make your dream team. And of course, along with the new characters would come new celebration pictures, which are unlocked from puzzle pieces you collect during story mode. So yeah, quite a release of updates, huh? So, in the beginning you have Story Mode, Star Slam Heroes, and Chomp Champs. Of course, Chomp Champs, and Star Slam Heroes being just a couple of the multiplayer games available. But as you progress through the story mode, you get to unlock more along the way, and especially two? Oh, I'm sorry. I think mostly one brand new adventure-like mode where you don't always play as Kirby, surprisingly enough. So, let us go ahead and get started with story mode. Well, seems some pretty intense stuff is happening. And it looks like we have our first main location, or first plan of I'm sorry. I was trying to think of something clever there and I just lost it. But don't worry. Basically, some very suspicious character is causing some trouble, and of course plaguing the world with some weird power. And leave it to Kirby to be blessed with the one power to combat it all. So of course, as you all know, he has jump. He would have his suction attack. Then of course you press it again to spit out your enemies. But special enemies that you may suck in and press down to swallow, and you'll wind up gaining their power. So here's the introduction of the new mechanic. Here, we have to press X and use a kind of friendship power. And there you have it. Basically, these are your friend hearts. You throw a friend heart at an enemy, and they wind up becoming your friend. Oh, now that's cute. Alright, so. And thus the meaning behind the titles Kirby Star Allies. I now have the new friend heart mechanic to throw at enemies, turning them into my friends. And along the way, they help me attack enemies and bosses. Now, I can't really show it right now, but I just picked up a health power-up. If one of my new allies here was hurt during a fight, I just have to get near them and they. Oops. May have to change the controls a little, but basically I can share my health up with my ally characters. Okay. So while you have allies, they can also help you with particular puzzles, which is another interesting new addition to this game. Alright, when I played this game, I definitely enjoyed it, and I was pretty good at finding all the secrets too. Oh. Now, here's another interesting mechanic after you use the friend heart. If you have a particular friend that's a particular element, excuse me if that sounded weird to you, depending on the weapon you have, you press up, and your weapon becomes an elemental weapon. Yep, so now I have the Sizzle Sword, which basically grants me a flame sword. Perfect for burning down obstructive plants, and of course yielding secrets. And also interesting little effects as you use the. Oh wow. Okay, did the wrong thing there, but that's all right. Yeah, sometimes you're going to need the elemental attacks to solve puzzles. And as I was about to reveal, different elemental weapons yield different attack effects. Like with the flame sword, when I did a double slam down, and of course spewing out a trail of fire before me. Alright, so moving right along. Oh, wow. Okay, forgive me, I am a little rusty with the controls, so... Now those puzzle pieces I'm gathering are what's going to be needed towards these celebration pictures, which will be revealed at the end. Yes, I almost missed the chance to show that those giant bombs, explosive as they are, they don't harm you, since you're the one that's actually unleashing them. So here, we have a Waddle-Doo. So let's bring him on. Yeah, I think I'll replace Sir Kibble, since I already have a cutting weapon. Now let's see. Am I going to need... Okay, not yet, but Waddle-Doo... Oh, there we go. Alright. So yeah, Waddle-Doo. His beam attack is basically counts as a electric attack. So let's say I replace Puppy Brothers Jr. So here's what's going to happen. When I hold up, I can switch to different weapons. In this case, the Blizzard Sword. With the Blizzard Sword, I can of course freeze my enemies, but I can also put out fires, which I could also do if I happen to have a water element, which I will reveal in time. But for now, there you have it. And thankfully, I can still cut through grass, getting me a rainbow puzzle piece. Rainbow puzzle piece will give me even more puzzle pieces towards a portrait. Okay. I got 4 friends here, so they will all help me solve this. Good thing I can't get squashed. Now, one thing I found interesting about this game is they are extremely, and I do mean extremely generous with the lives. In fact, in my first file, guess how many lives I have in that one? 250 plus. That's right. Now here we have our jump mini game, familiar from earlier Kirby games. Get to the very first or very top, and you're rewarded with lots of star chips, health up, and a puzzle piece. And here we have our celebration portraits. All the ones we find along the way go into the blue areas, while the rainbow pieces go into the pink spots. Yep, that's pretty much Kirby in a nutshell. It always helps to check every nook and cranny you come across. You never know what secrets you might run into. And you can even see proof of whether you found the rainbow piece or not by the little icon on the bottom left hand of the screen. Well, not the main screen, but the stage screen. Alright, so here we have a building. What is it? It's basically the Friend Palace. However, you have to find a particular switch in order to unlock that. Thankfully, it's going to be in this second level. So, let's go ahead and find it and flip the switch. Here we have another familiar enemy. I forgot the name though. Oh, Dribbly, there we go. So, we will replace Burning Leo with Dribbly. And why would I do that? Oh, well, okay. Here's a demonstration of the lightning effect, Zap Sword. But I'll mainly need the water element, the Splash Sword, because there's going to be enemies that bear fire of some kind, even flaming shields. And of course, it gives you the opportunity to learn the slide attack. There we go. And here's our first fire enemy. As Dribbly demonstrated, easily beaten with the right element. Now, of course, yeah, you might have noticed, but Chili there actually literally throws the fire shielder's shield there. So that's another way you can actually beat fire enemies, and especially those big fire shield enemies. Alright, continuing on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop my ability and pick up the stone ability. Yeah, the stone power has definitely come a long way. I mean, before, all you can do is just jump in the air and slam down. But now you can do a dash. You can do a dash stone. You can do a dash upper, which I believe was added to this power in an earlier Kirby game. I forgot which one exactly. And of course, once I'm done rolling down, there we go, you also have Big Slam. At least that's what I call it. And here we go. A hidden spot. Now, another reason why I would need the stone ability is for another power, or another combination power. Ice curling. Now if Dribbly was to help me with that, it would have become a splash curling. But I think the ice curling is a little more effective. So now that we got that secret, onward to the next area. First bit of damage in the game now. Oh, there it is. Splash curling. Yeah, as you can see, you can really clear a room with the right combination attack. Now, I think I might have missed something, so let me head back up there right quick. What was that I saw? I thought I saw a ladder. Did I? Huh. Okay, I guess not. Sorry, folks. Guess I was just seeing things. And as you can see, whenever Kirby turns to stone, he often takes different forms. I always liked that about the stone power. Oh yeah, I forgot you could, well, not that it matters too much, but you can also rotate a little bit when you're in stone form. Now then, time to really do some damage. Okay, I almost hit the peg, but that's okay. There we go. Another rainbow piece. I like that. Okay. Here we go. Now here's another power that's actually one of those AoE attacks. Festival Dance. Oh yeah. Definitely make those count. Alright, and here we have our first special switch. Dream Palace open. You push the big switch that opens the Dream Palace on the world map. So, with that accomplished, we move on to the next area. Now you're probably wondering, is there the crash power-up in this game as well? And I'm happy to say, yes, there is. And you can even further the explosive results when you do a particular button motion. I forgot what it was because it's been a really long time. So now here I have Bomb. Let me go ahead and demonstrate the different elements. Blizzard Bomb. Alright, pretty self-explanatory. Then we have Zap Bomb. And of course, wherever it explodes, a bolt of lightning comes crashing down. Not bad, and I bet when you throw it in water, or around water and it explodes, it'll send electric currents through the top of the through the top, or through the surface, I should say. And now, Splash Bomb. Of course, when it explodes, sends out, well, literal splash damage. I can speak. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this level. Now, I'm not really going to be using the bomb very much in this game. To be honest, I actually like the bomb power-up in Kirby Squeak Squad. With that one, you can literally aim where you want. Alright. So, let's see. More for that one. A couple for that one. And a couple for that. And the rainbow piece. Okay. Alright, so before I go into the next level, let me go ahead and demonstrate the Dream Palace. You might meet legendary characters. The Dream Palace is now unlocked. Now, of course, you can't really do this just anytime you want. Or at least not until after you or at least not after you visit it. You have to complete a level in order to gain access to the Dream Palace a second time, or more than once. So, here we have what I want to say is called there we go, the Dream Wand. Alright, so let's see. As you can see, there are some characters that are locked away. So let's go with Rick, Kine, and Koo. Now, interestingly enough, Rick, Kine, and Koo are basically three allies in one. And I think yeah. So, as you guys may remember, Rickine and Koo made their debut, I believe, in Kirby's Dreamland 2? Either 2? Well, I know they were definitely in 3. So I'm certain their first debut was in 2. If I'm wrong, at least 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and get one more level out of the way before I excuse me, before I call it a night. Now here's one of my favorites. Yo-Yo. You could not go wrong with the Yo-Yo power-up, especially when it first debuted in Kirby Superstar. Oh, oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's right. That's one of Rick's attacks. Ah. Oh boy. Alright, in that case. Alright, well, here we have Zap Yo-Yo. Yep, a little demonstration of that. But this is what I want. Sizzle Yo-Yo. Yeah, this one I believe is one of Kirby's new attacks with Yo-Yo, because he does have his dash attack, and of course the wow, I forgot some of these moves so easily. Man, this is embarrassing. Alright, let's take a little look at the move list. So yeah, Yo-Yo throw, up Yo-Yo, Yo-Yo orbit. Let's see, walk the dog. Of course, break spin for the dash, jump spin, hammer drop. Gazer spiral, that's what it's called. Now, as you can see here, there's a couple of requirements for the next secret. You would need the flame power and Yo-Yo, basically Sizzle Yo-Yo. Because here we have a fuse. So I attack the fuse. I jump in the cannon. And I get some puzzle pieces. Now in case you don't have the Yo-Yo power-up by this point, there's also the friend trophy up there for you to grab onto. Alright. Now, one of the things I liked about the Yo-Yo power-up in Kirby Superstar was I can go into the sprint. I can go into the spin break into Gazer spiral in one go. Unfortunately, I can't cancel out into that this time. Yeah, I bet the developers knew about this and decided to remove it. Unfortunate, but if they didn't, the power-up would have been broken. Now here we have areas where you and an ally are separated. Well, you'll be split into 2 groups. The first group automatically helps you solve the puzzles until you are all reunited. Here we go. Yeah, there was that feature I was talking about where you can share health between your allies or friends. Alright, we're gonna make our way up this hill, but watch out! You know, I've always wondered how they managed that. Ah, here's another one of my favorite power-ups, but I'll stick with the yo-yo for now. There will be other opportunities, trust me. Ooh, this one's even bigger than the last one. Alright, so here we go. And we have a huge boulder made up of Waddle Dees. Believe me, you do not want to be in the way of that. That's pretty much a one-shot right there. And there we go. Okay, so let's see. It should be. Man, I always loved the yo-yo. Okay, so here we have a cannon, but the fuse is all the way down here. So we're gonna go down here, hit that fuse, make our way back up before it reaches the cannon. And blast off! A hidden room. Oh, now in this one, you're going to want to be very quick and have that wall up before it reaches here, because if that big boulder of Waddle Dees hit that stone floor, it would destroy it and we'd lose the key. Thankfully, I think you have more than one try for something like that. At least I think so, don't quote me on that. But here we have another big switch, which unlocks an extra stage. Now, of course, I myself, I must admit, I do like to try and 100% at least the Kirby games, because I mean, they're relatively easy and yet fun to do regardless. And in fact, little history lesson, I've played Kirby games since Kirby's Dreamland for the Game Boy. And get this, when I was a little older, I was not able to just excuse me. I was not only able to beat the regular game, but I was also able to beat the extra game. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that yet. I was wondering about that. I guess that was in case you didn't have any fire powers. Here we go. Rainbow puzzle piece. And the end of the stage. Alright. Oh, I think I messed up there. Yes, I did. Well, that's okay. As I mentioned before, this game is extremely generous with the lives. They'll just keep piling up more and more as you progress through the game. So don't be surprised if you wind up with well over, let's say, 50 lives by the time you finish the story. Alright, so there's the next stage. As a matter of fact, you know what? Why not? Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and do the extra stage, and then face off against I want to say, I'll say it's the mid-boss of this world. Then I'll call it quits for tonight. So, let's go ahead and beat this extra stage. Doesn't this... the nostalgia. So, as I'm sure many of you who may have played Kirby's Dreamland are obviously familiar with this theme song here, or theme, I should say. I mean, who wouldn't be by now? Okay, so, as you can see here, there were crates I was breaking and arrows inside of them, pointing to the right direction. Because as long as you follow the arrows, you'll be led to beneficial areas. Let's see, okay, so we gotta go up. Straight ahead. More star chips and health. And a health up. Now here we have parasol waddle dees, but Yep, I'm gonna need something to put those out. So let's go ahead and unleash Splash Yo-Yo. Yeah, now that enemy there was known as Biospark. Not sure what they were going for with that. I mean, it's clearly a ninja of some kind. But I don't know. So yeah, I followed those arrows and look at that. Two puzzle pieces. Okay, and yep, looks like I'm gonna need fire again. Thank you, Koo. Boy, I love the yo-yo power-up before. I love it even more now. There we go. Now, before I continue, get a load of this. Koo, if you could be so kind. Look at that, a key. Let's see where this goes to. Here we are. We're led to 3 puzzle pieces. Yeah, I know I'm ignoring the enemy, but watch. He got crushed. Oh boy. And of course, hidden area. Now I believe this one has the big Waddle Dee boulder again. No, not yet. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hit that fuse. Now it's a race. Rick. Come on, Rick. Come on, guys, come on. Oh, boy. Well, that's just great. Okay, good. I can hit it from here. Okay, there we go. Huh. That was a first. But thankfully, thanks to my sizzle yo-yo, I didn't have to go all the way back to try to hit the fuse again. And our next rainbow piece. Okay, here it is. So here we have to run. No time to mess around. We just run. Because like I said before, the really big Waddle Dee boulder can one-shot kill you. Of course, don't forget to get that puzzle piece. And we're safe. Alright, so moving on. Actually, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and demonstrate the ninja for a while. Now, like I said before, I never really understood why the ninja enemy is known as Biospark. I think I'm right about that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, Hammer's another one of my favorites. Now, of course, I could either take her power or make her a new friend. So for now, I think I'll go ahead and... yeah, I'll replace Dribbling. So here we have Vividria, with a unique ability to paint these blank portraits that are laid out before us. Of course, we regain some health. Now, for the moment, Vividria is a pretty I want to say a pretty supportive character, since she has the ability to also materialize food items to restore health. However, if you guys remember your Kirby lore, there's someone who's a little better at that. But we'll work with her for the time being. Alright, that picture is coming along nicely. There we go. Another stage clear with Rainbow Piece found. Now we head to Fruity Forest, where we're going to come across a very familiar boss. I think while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the Whip ability, which debuted in... which one was it? I believe it was Kirby Triple Deluxe. Yes, that should be it. And much like most weapons, it could have elemental effects. With Sizzle Whip, of course, you have fire attacks and extra flame effects Oh man, the invincibility candy. All right, guys, come on, let's get in on this. Let's go! Rainbow Piece found. Let's go. Let's move. I've always loved that. Power up. My goodness, you could hardly see much when you use that. All right. You climb up here. Making sure we check for more puzzle pieces. And of course a health up. And I pressed the wrong button again. Ugh. Alright. This should be our boss door, right? Yeah, reset platforms. So here we are, we're about to face the boss. And of course here, in case you have the regular allies or friends like Waddle Doo and Vividria, you can reset them. Then, oh, and yourself apparently. Then you can regain your powers. And reset the friends that you have reset. Oh shoot. Now of course I can't resist a yo-yo. Yeah. Oh, music's fading. We're getting close. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another return of Wispy Woods, the guardian of the forest. Though, to be honest, he's not exactly the best guardian of the forest. So, Vivitria's attacks, she has the ability to materialize. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's right, that's just it. Oh, wow. Okay, dude's getting serious. Yeah, you can see why I like the Sizzle Yo-Yo power-up. Fortunately, you can do a little something extra after you beat him. Toss a friend heart his way. Rats, I was too slow. But if you were to toss a friend heart his way, he would be happy and would drop a lot of health items for you. Oh, but what's this? A dark purple heart? Huh. Weird. Alright. We have our puzzle pieces. Rainbow piece. And that's our mid-boss. Wonder if I could try again. Alright. Okay, before I go, I got to see if I can do this. Because I've done it once, and I was pleasantly surprised. So, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to kind of speed run this since I got all the secrets. Now, I guess I could go ahead and just do this, because when you get the rainbow piece, after you already collected, it turns into three extra puzzle pieces. And of course, this is a pretty good way to grind on extra puzzle pieces to get the pictures completed a little faster. Alright, so no need to reset anyone. Just gonna go ahead. Hopefully I'll be quick enough to do this. Wow. You know, when I actually pay attention, you gotta admit, they definitely tried to make him seem more serious with the roaring. Alright, second half. Alright. go. See? He's all happy now. He drops lots of food, and even extra puzzle pieces and star chips. So there we go. So at least we're going to be leaving Wispy Woods all happy and not all beat up and such. Oh, I guess they did feel kind of bad that they make Wispy Woods like the first boss you have to face most of the time, and usually you tend to leave them all beat up and sad. Oh, I'm actually good on Hal for giving us a chance to heal up Wispy Woods and make him happy. Alright, I hope you guys liked that. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more updates. This has been Lightbreaker Zeta of Hyper Razor Studios. Hope you all have a good night and a pleasant rest of your week. Take care.